So for this video, I want to be explaining what is self-love, what it means to love yourself, and how to love yourself. So let's jump right on into it. So I feel like you should start with the basics, your mind, body, and soul. So when I'm speaking about the mind, I'm speaking about your internal dialogue and how you thinking about yourself and how you thinking about your reality. Okay, so how you think, how you act, and how you feel creates your personality, which creates your personal reality. And that affects how you perceive your reality, your perspective. And so it's aligning the way you act, the way you feel, and the way you think to the person that you desire to be. How would they be acting? How would they feel day to day? How would they be thinking? So it's getting yourself in that mindset. And it takes practice. It's building a muscle. It takes persistence, dedication, consistency. Every day to brainwash yourself, to rewire your subconscious mind and release those limiting beliefs that got you believing that you're not worthy and you're not good enough. You're worthy because you exist. And the more you expand your awareness and the more you expand your consciousness, you begin to realize that you're way more than this 3D body, this mind, and this human experience. You're worthy because you exist. If you weren't needed, the universe, you wouldn't be created. So going back to your mindset, how are you thinking about yourself? How are you thinking about your life? It's spending time becoming aware of that internal dialogue. You should be your biggest cheerleader, not your biggest enemy. And once I really started doing my shadow work and healing my childhood trauma, I realized that the voices weren't mine. They were the people that used to make me feel like I wasn't good enough. I wasn't worthy. I didn't fit in. I'm not doing enough. It wasn't even my voice. So I definitely recommend doing the shadow work, healing that childhood trauma. And I would say start with forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself. Really treating yourself the way you wished you were treated when you were a child. So all the things you're looking for outside of yourself, validation, validate yourself, approve yourself, please yourself, nurture yourself, give yourself everything you wish you needed as a child. I mean, everything you wish you had as a child. It's really taking the time to nurture yourself and seeing yourself as somebody worth loving. By changing the way you think about yourself and the way you speak about yourself, changing those limiting beliefs about yourself. Like I said, it's a daily practice. You have to brainwash yourself. It's understanding that you've been stuck this way for so long. So it ain't gonna happen at the end of this video, in a month, in a week, in a year. You have to think about how long you've been hating yourself. How long you been treating yourself like shit? How long you been neglecting your own needs to please other people? How long you been looking outside of yourself for the answers, for validation, for approval? Trying to prove you enough by getting multiple degrees and having 2-3 jobs and accomplish, go, trying to prove your worthiness. You're worthy because you exist. And it's knowing that. Because the universe is inside of you. So it's letting go of that story of I'm not enough and I'm not worthy and I have to prove myself to be enough. It's rewiring the subconscious mind by telling a new story. What kind of life you want to experience? Speak that. I'm confident, I'm disciplined, I'm always aligned, I never make mistakes. Everything is always happening for me. God is within me. Therefore, I am always worthy. I am always enough. I don't have to prove myself. I don't have to look outside myself for validation or approval. I love me. I accept me. I forgive me. And do it in the mirror. Spend time with yourself. Spend time meditating or journaling. What do my soul need right now? In what ways can I love myself more? So that's the mind. We're going to go into the body. It's taking care of your body. Taking care of yourself, period. Because you know you are worthy of the work. You are worthy of the investment. So it's taking care of your God body. Because I'm a God and I deserve the best. Let me take care of my body. Let me be mindful of the things that I'm eating. That's why I love doing yoga, because I really feel like it removes the blockage, because trauma is in your body. And it's regulating your nervous system. And then when we get to the soul, it's understanding that you are way more than this body and this mind. You are way more than this avatar, than your problems, than your traumas, than your failures. You're way more. It's getting beyond that. Connecting with source, knowing that you are an infinite cosmic being. And so being that I'm an infinite cosmic being, what trauma? There is nothing for me to heal. I am whole. I am complete. It's like putting on the coat of your higher self and showing up as that daily. How would they be thinking? How would they be acting? What would they be doing? Showing up as that daily. Every single day is a new opportunity for you to show up as who you desire to be. Every day is a clean slate. You get to rewrite the story every day. So release the trauma story. If that's not what you want to continue to experience, rewrite a new story. And so instead of saying affirmations, I like to think of it as new belief systems. New ways that I need to be thinking. New ways that I need to believe about myself and about my reality. So what is it that I want to believe to be true about myself and about my reality? Let's start speaking that. I trust myself. I forgive myself. I'm worthy. I'm whole. I'm complete. I have everything I need within me. I am enough because I exist. All of my needs are met. Everything is always working for me. My life is divinely orchestrated. There are no mistakes. I forgive myself. I accept myself. Everything is always working out for me. I love me. It's giving yourself that grace. Genuinely treating yourself like a child. Always uplift yourself in your mind instead of criticizing yourself over not being where you think you should be or not doing enough or whatever it is. Stop beating yourself up. Stop judging yourself. That's why it's important to be mindful of your thoughts. Release the judgment and give yourself grace. Start showing up as who you desire to be. 1% every day. You shouldn't be comparing yourself to people you see on social media. You should be comparing yourself to you. The version you were yesterday, last week, last month, last year. The goal should be to be better than that person. Because you're never late or behind when you focus on your own lane. You're not late or behind in your lane. You're just beating yourself up. A lot of the times we be beating ourselves up because we're living for the approval of other people. Get your own approval. Accept yourself. Okay? So I have some affirmations from my chakra deck. Let's see what affirmation. We have the the second chakra, which is the sacral chakra, sensuality. I encourage myself to express my sensuality and emotions creatively, using all my faculties, including touch, voice, and action, and creative abilities, such as art, craft, music, acting, cooking, gardening, and writing. I practice being aware of and enjoying my senses being nourished and stimulated by the natural world, such as by landscape, people, weather, animals, aroma, and sound. So what I get from that is spend some time to get to know yourself, to invest in a creative outlet. So what did you enjoy doing as a child? Let's get back to that. Let's get back to playing. Let's get back to curiosity. Let's get back to laughter and joy. We're taking life way too serious. Let's reconnect with our inner child. Visualize your inner child. What do you wish you heard as a child? What are some things you were into as a child? What excited you the most as a child? Let's get back to that. Because you're more than enough. You're more than worthy because you exist. That's what makes you worthy. So I want you to live life loving yourself first. And I'll see you in the next video.